Alright, what is up YouTube? I'm back at it again with another Sandrail build progress video. I have made a lot of changes since the last video. Probably in the last one you guys saw I was cutting off a lot of metal, kind of just not really knowing where the fuck I was gonna go with this project, but between the last video and now, I figured a lot of shit out for exactly where I'm trying to go with this project and how I'm gonna do it. And I do want to apologize for the lack of videos on my part and the lack of content, because I actually got a lot done without actually filming any of it, and that's totally my fault. I mean, I recently had a kid, and well, you know, they come first, you know? So I've been with him most of the time, so that kind of slowed the project down a little bit. Actually, right now, the only reason I'm making this video right now is because he's like hanging out in the swing, taking a little nap. So I figured I would make another one. Another issue was I was filming with this little action camera. The audio is so trash because it's not a real GoPro. So I tried to do that mod where you add an audio jack to the side. It didn't work. I think I'm just really bad at soldering. I'm bad at welding too. You'll get to see that in a second. But anyway, so basically the audio didn't work, so I would have to record the audio with my phone and basically sync it all up later on. It was just way too much work to do for every single clip, so it really made me less motivated to try and film this whole process while I'm doing it. But yeah, so we're just gonna get right into it. I mean, I made a small list of some of the things that changed since the last couple of videos. I did a little bit of framework. I got my engine in the mail. I actually got two engines. That's a whole nother story. Maybe if I have the clip of the last engine, I'll show you. I was originally gonna work with a V-twin 250cc. It was beautiful, it was chrome, but I ended up not being able to really find parts for it, and it was just gonna be a lot of work to get it running and get it to fit and find out what parts I'm gonna need for it. It was just too much work, and I decided I would just rather sell it because I ended up getting it for a really good price, a really cheap price, and I resold it for twice the price. So that's a no-brainer, right? If you're gonna make double your money, get rid of it, man. I could have bought another one and had the profit sitting. I could have bought two more if I wanted to and sold those, but man, alright, I'm done talking. Let's go outside. Let's see where we're at in this project, because I think you guys are gonna really enjoy where we're at so far, because we're really fucking close, okay? So let's go outside and check that shit out. Alright guys, so here it is. Bam. Just do a quick walk around, just so you guys can really get a view for all the progress, all the work I've put in over time. Once again, sorry for not filming it, but you know how it goes. Alright, so now let's really get into it. So we got those new wheels on, obviously. I cut and shortened. Let me just get this focused. There we go. I cut and shortened the steering rod, or shaft, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't care. I went through that last 250cc, the V-twin engine that I bought originally for it, and I sold that and then got this one, just a regular 200cc. It's cheaper, parts were easier to find. Also, we created that back swing arm, ended up cutting off even more metal from the back, completely redid like the whole seating mounts, everything back there. My welding job is terrible, but I mean, we're learning. Oh yeah, put some mirrors on there. As you can see, they're a fucking joke, honestly, because you can't see shit out of them, they're so small. But got those two mirrors, and then I got the main mirror, which is pretty good, pretty big one. You can see really well out of it. But yeah. Let's see, what else do we do to it? What else? Right, so we got this sprocket, 60 tooth, 420 chain. I had to replace that front sprocket up there. It was a 12 tooth, I think 530 chain. Changed it to a 420 just to match the rest of the setup we got going. One thing I am concerned about, I might need you guys to comment below, that little space right there. See, like that space right on the, I guess you can call it a spindle. For the front sprocket, there's like a space and it's sliding around, so let me know in the comments how to properly and safely, I guess, space that out so it doesn't like slide back and forth. What else do we add here? Right, so we added in, let me come around the other side here. We added in a shifter, not just any shifter though, I'll show you guys in a second. It's a light bulb, right? But it's a functional light bulb. Ready? Bam! When have you seen that before? When have you seen a functional light bulb shifter on anything? First timer right here. That's connected just by I took the easy way out. I just used some 1-inch flat bar, just drill holes. I took off that rubber boot on the shifter, I sliced it down a little bit, just trying to figure out how to keep it on. Should be alright though. Got the clutch cable almost set up. Still have to figure out how I'm gonna make it work with the VW pedal setup. It's kind of weird. Got the PZ30 carb on there, throttle cable set up, but once again, got to figure out how to make those cables work. Last but not least, I'm just trying to work on this rear suspension. I was pretty stuck on this for a while, but now I realize it's going to be really simple if I just cut these bars that I cut even further up, and then I'm going to put probably another 1 1/4 square tubing at an angle so that it can absorb the spring. I'm just going to connect the spring from this swing arm to that. So yeah, should be no problem. So that's about it. That's where I'm at. Hopefully we can get a little bit of work in today if my son doesn't wake up, and I'll try and film as much of it as I can. But there she is, almost ready to drive.